out as we welcome you into For the Win against Super Niños. Callum Williams, your commentator, on the penultimate game of Matchday 5 in the Baller League. What do we have in store here today? Super Niños, one of two remaining unbeaten sides. Of course, the Midnight Wizards, the other. The effort towards goal, and the Super Niños off to a super start. J Balvin delirious, and a goal coming from Matthew Wuling has the Super Niños off and running, not 30 seconds in. Well, he can't believe it. Just 30 seconds into his managerial debut. Matthew Wuling with the goal for the Super Niños, who continue exactly where they left off. Can For the Win defend this moment, and the effort towards goal by Stidas just caught the outside of his foot. Bastidas, of course, with a hat-trick against 8-7-6 United in Matchday 2. Scored against Speed United last week as well. Here's Sterling into the path of the goalkeeper Thomas Wallace, who scored himself from range on Matchday 3. Here's Gutierrez, unable to wriggle through on this occasion. Palacios with that really stern piece of defending, a little too aggressive for the officials over on the far side. Gutierrez pestering. Well, so far so good. Not 90 seconds into his managerial debut. Into touch over to the far side. Well, already For the Win and Archangel have introduced Juan Arango. Towards goal is well blocked, and here come For the Win. Ball manoeuvred inside, Martinez involved. Ariel Martinez. Here's Morgio. Well cut out in the end by Baranovsky, the Ukrainian player. Played in the Ukraine, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan as well. He is on the ball again. Bastidas. Teles, Argentine attacking-minded player. Wallace looking for an outlet of some sort. He'll find it in the shape of Baranovsky, who keeps the ball in play. In the end, behind for a goal kick. Well, what a start for the Super Niños. 30 seconds into the game, they found themselves ahead. And touched inside now for Juarez. Really good challenge, Baranovsky, and the effort towards goal. Required a save. And J Balvin shows his appreciation for the football his side are playing. Here come For the Win, in need of a win. Baranovsky clearing away. Here's Bastidas. Lovely little flick from him. Teles on the far side towards goal. Oh! Woodward denying Super Niños the second goal. Would have been quite the goal as well from Teles. Struck it with some venom, didn't he? Goalkeeper in no man's land. Sterling getting us underway once again. The Super Niños, second in the league as it stands. Top scorers coming into Matchday 5 with 17 goals scored thus far. As I mentioned, it took them 6 minutes to open the scoring against Speed United last week, just 30 seconds here today. They do concede a few goals though, allowed 11 so far. Fourth best defensive record, with M3FC coming into this match day. And the ball over on the far side. Here's Juan Arango. Over 120 caps for Venezuela, Juan Arango. Ex-Monterrey, Pachuca, will be more than aware of him. All forward now on this near side, and Ariel Martinez has to stop for now, beside the verdict. Here's Thomas Wallace. Ball forward, and the referee has stopped the play momentarily. Here's Wallace again. Long ball forward and out of play from a Super Niños perspective. Casts around the frustrated figure, doesn't he, Arcangel? Short this time, and the ball does go out of play. So a chance now for Super Niños to interrogate again. Diaz, the player on the ball. Here's Wallace, ex-IMG Academy goalkeeper. Moved inside by Arenas, the Colombian. De La Tergia, the Venezuelan goalkeeper, ex-under-17 international. Here come for the win again. Palacios, the player taken down. Referee immediately blowing the whistle in favour of for the win. Palacios, with professional experience, having played at Miami FC and Union Omaha in USL. Can for the win deliver here. Ariel Martinez, the player, showing particular interest. At least that seemed to be the initial situation, but in fact it will be Juan Arango to take the free kick. Won the CONCACAF Champions Cup in 2002 with Pachuca. Arango into the grasp of Wallace for now. And Arango bought into the fray during the transfer window. Now the ball over to the far side and touched to one side. Diego Rincon, the Venezuelan player, getting himself involved. Here's Palacios. De La Tergia seeking an outlet of some sort, clipping it forward delightfully. Here come for the win. Scrambled away by Baranovsky. Rincon on the ball now for the Super Niños. Into the path of Diaz. Good save from the goalkeeper. And cleared away for now. Baranovsky back from whence it came and easily caught by De La Tergia. Eager to play straight away. Baranovsky winning the ball in mid-flight. Rincon into Diaz. Rincon running into trouble in the shape of Arango. Rivera, Colombian. Here's Palacios. And his luck from range. Easily guarded by the goalkeeper. He wanted to play quickly but has to go short. Baranovsky again. Wallace stumping high and from one end of the field to the other. De La Tergia opting to go short. Move it inside by Arenas. Referee eventually does blow the whistle in favour of for the win. In fact, the decision has gone in favour of the Super Niños. Here's Baranovsky. Baranovsky let fly. Forster, rather routine save from the goalkeeper. Here's Palacios now. Gutierrez for company. De La Tergia not entirely convinced he wants too much of the ball. Baranovsky! And wide. Would have been his second goal in the Baller League. into the wide areas now. Suarez, the player who lost out, and here come the Super Niños. Baranovsky. The goal scorer, Matthew Ulink. It's found its way all the way through, but it nearly fell for Diaz. And the Super Niños want a free kick, which they won't get. This is now Palacios on the ball. Forward now for Suarez, the wild card. 4 caps for the Cuban national team. The ball on the far side now with Arenas. And it's a really stern challenge. And there's a flag on this play. Wu Ling was the player that was taken down. The challenge seemed almost unnecessary, and there's a bit of afters between both sets of players here. Well, it seemed aggressive from the initial glimpse. May have a decision to make here. Well, it's abrasive, no doubt about it. Manuel Juarez seemed to go in straight away, and Bastidas came to his teammate's defence. Juarez, you saw, grab the neck then of Bastidas. And the Super Niños are challenging this, because I would assume they would want further punishment. Referees have made their way to the monitor. It's a really aggressive challenge. What do the referees say? So it's an unsuccessful challenge for the Super Niños. Now, of course, they can't make another challenge. Regardless, it was an aggressive challenge. Offside now, the verdict's on this near side. Suarez, the wild card, ex-Miami FC. It's a really good effort that came across the face of goal. Just across from Victor Rojas. The ex-Las Vegas Lights player let fly. Too far wide, you know. So Baranovsky happy to retreat for now. Here's Wallace. For the win have just 7 goals scored so far. Only Any Means United with 5 have scored less coming into this match day. Not as if they're shy of having a go. They've had 80 shots, 3rd highest amount in the Baller League. Now they have to wriggle themselves out of their own half. Touch back inside, and Wu Ling now in possession, albeit momentarily. Here's Suarez down the line now. Real opening for the win across the face of goal. It goes. No recipients on this occasion, but it's a good glimpse of what For the Win can offer. Now the ball at the other end, and De La Tergia happy to intervene. And the efforts in the end goes up and over. Palacios not shy of having to go either. In the meantime, here's Sterling. Gutierrez unable to make up ground this time. Here's Rojas. De La Tergia, the goalkeeper. Forward now, and perhaps an opening here! And wide. Dario Suarez again looking to test. More of a cautious look now on the faces of Kitsuper and the head coach Jay Balvin. So into the final 5 seconds. Here come For the Win. It's Suarez, just unable to execute the effort, and now game changer time.
It's time to go.
1. And so the game starts with a 1v1 plus the goalkeeper. After every goal, one player added to each side. The goalkeeper's not allowed to leave the penalty area or engage in the build-up. If the goalkeeper does this, it will result in a penalty. Well, so far it's the Super Niños that lead by a goal to nil, courtesy of Matthew Wu Ling's goal inside the opening 30 seconds. For the win have shown glimpses though. He'll have been worried on one or two occasions, no doubt. Can his side find an equalising goal? So the players have been picked. It's Luis Monchilo for the win. And it'll be Derek Sterling from a Super Niños perspective. So what do they have up their sleeve here? Monchilo, blocked by Sterling. The ball has to come back in from that side. We're now saying it's the decision in favour of for the win. Gio, the Venezuelan, spent 7 years in the Venezuelan Primera. Unable to find a way past Sterling for now. Sterling, a player looking for a way back into the professional game. 20 appearances in MLS Next Pro with Inter Miami 2. Now there will be a switch, it seems. Manuel Juarez, the player coming in for the win. For the Super Niños, it's Matthew Wu Ling, the goal scorer. Nice touch coming off Manuel Juarez. And he's a player, Manuel Juarez, that has won 24 duels thus far, the most in the Baller League, so perfect for this type of exercise. Here's Matthew Wu Ling, the goal scorer for Super Niños, looking to add what would be his 4th goal. Decision in favour of the Super Niños, much to his surprise. And so we go on again. Bastidas has been introduced for the Super Niños. Gets the half a yard he needs and takes a tumble over the ball. Well, now then, the referee might have a decision to make here. Bastidas pleads his innocence. And Bastidas went down after tripping up on the ball. Then was he guilty of taking down the for the win player? Both Kid Super and J Balvin watching on cautiously. So the referees awarded a penalty, and this will be a chance for Ariel Martinez. Ariel Martinez can't score when really he should have. Big chance and he knows it. Sigh of relief from J Balvin. So then this will be Teles to take the reins for the Super Niños. Enrico Teles, the Mexican, twisting and turning and missing. The ex-Inter Miami player unable to put a smile on the face of J Balvin on that occasion. So here we come again. Diaz, the player, defending. And Suarez attacking. The angle against Suarez. Diaz coming out on top this time. Carlos Suarez. Here's Carlos Diaz, and Diaz! Great save! Really good save from the goalkeeper. Carlos Diaz denied in spectacular fashion by De La Tergia. Well, Diaz was able to get the half a yard. That's a spectacular save from the goalkeeper. And now it's the turn of Palacios up against Sterling. Palacios, big diminutive figure. Here is Palacios, stopped in his tracks now by Sterling. 10 seconds to go. And no whistle blown this time. Palacios trying to find a way through. And the goalkeeper able to gather. And there goes the buzzer for the half-time implication. So, a tightly fought contest, as has been the theme here on match day 5. Super NIÑOS leading by a goal to 0, courtesy of a goal that came inside 30 seconds from Matthew Wuling. But For the Win have shown a handful of times they're more than capable in front of goal. But as it stands, the Super NIÑOS lead For the Win by 1 goal to 0. So J Balvin and co will now give out some instructions to the team. Super having 1 or 2 things to say. J Balvin playing it cool as it stands, because his side lead by a goal to 0. Will Juan Arango have his say? As we said earlier on, introduced in the latest transfer window. Had European experience in La Liga with Mallorca and the German Bundesliga with Borussia Mönchengladbach, but as it stands, this the goal to separate the 2 sides. Matthew Wuling, player who played in Iceland and Jamaica, ex-Trinidad and Tobago international, with the goal for the Super NIÑOS. So what do we have in store now in the second half? Extremely tight as the football gets tighter and tenser as we approach the halfway mark of the Baller League USA.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Away we go. Big second half for both sides. For the Win looking for what would be just their second victory of the tournament. Super NIÑOS looking to remain unbeaten towards the upper echelons of the Baller League. Callum Williams, your commentator. Baranovsky with the challenge. Martinez playing it forward. Real opening here, and another really good challenge of Baranovsky. Retreating very effectively indeed. Well, the goalkeeper gives the ball away, and the effort towards goal is wayward, to say the least. Wayward from Gio. Now, Archangel watching on as his side now search for an equalising goal. Goalkeeper wants to go short, perhaps pull 1 or 2 out of position. Here's Bastidas. Lovely turn from him. Bastidas now across the face of goal. Goalkeeper got a touch, but it wasn't enough. Derek Sterling with the goal. He's third in the Baller League, and the second of the day for the Super NIÑOS. Well, that'll do. Bastidas across the face. The goalkeeper, unfortunate, getting a touch on it. Fell straight into the path of Derek Sterling. Dismay for Archangel and for the win. Just as the Super Niños started the first half, they start the second with an early goal. The question is, what will be the reaction now from For the Win? Here's Bastidas with the ball now for the Super Niños. It's very nearly given away. The Super Niños able to manoeuvre forward, excellently repelled by Palacios. Gio with the ball in for Martinez. Fabulous save! Might be the save of the night. He can't believe it. Really good ball played across, and Martinez rolls into the sky. Did everything right. Put the ball back across the goalkeeper. Thomas Wallace with a spectacular save to keep For the Win at bay. So as it stands, both teams with 2 corners. If they claim one more, they get themselves a penalty. Here's Martinez. Juarez and Palacios. Palacios again. Slips it through. Arango across goal. Martinez misses. Some major moments which For the Win have failed to take. And of all the players to miss it, you'd have backed him to score. Player that played 5 seasons with Miami FC. 27 caps for the Cuban national team. Unable to deliver on that occasion. Here's Bastidas, not a good save from the goalkeeper. End-to-end stuff in the Baller League. And he's enjoying it immensely. So Sterling with the second goal for the Super Niños. The other coming from Matthew Wuling inside the opening 30 seconds for those of you joining us late. Juan Arango, former Borussia Mönchengladbach player, will now take the set piece. He couldn't from here, could he? He very nearly did. Well, it's a save made. Did the ball go out for a corner? Referee says yes. So then, that now means it'll be a penalty for the Win. And a chance to get themselves back into the contest. But in fairness to Wallace, it's a save he had to make. Well, this now a major moment in the game. Victor Rojas, the player to take it, a player who played for the Las Vegas Lights. Rojas saved! Rojas took a gamble and it didn't pay off. What a night Thomas Wallace is having in goal for the Super Niños. Went early, didn't he? Lent to the left, and Rojas was unable to claim the goal. Here's Rincon, moving straight into trouble. Forward now and a chance for the Win. Wide. Gio unable again. The near presence of Thomas Wallace causing a problem for his side today. No doubt he'll be thankful that his goalkeeper finds himself in fine fettle this evening. Long ball played forward again. Diaz unable to garner. What a night for him. So here's De La Tarja. Down the line he goes. Arenas running into trouble. Diaz to pick up the scraps. Diaz, Sterling! Sterling again, still not cleared away. Rincon loitering. Here's Tellez now for the Super Niños. Tellez wiggling through. Tellez off the line. Aranga now amongst the thick of it. Super Niños just will not go down without a fight. Super Niños as persistent as they come in the Baller League. So then do For the Win have a way back into the contest. Arango now back into the path of De La Tarja. De La Tarja clipping the ball forward, only meeting the head of Sterling. Arango involved again. And up and away for now by Tellez. So De La Tarja brings For the Win forward and goes for goal himself. Raises his arm in apologetic fashion. Not what For the Win need. Sterling unable to force the way through this time. Cleared away by Juarez for now. 2 goals from Derek Sterling and Matthew Wu Ling, the difference between the two sides thus far. Offside the verdict this time on Sterling. Top goal scorers in the Baller League in full flow again. Martinez. De La Tarja, Arango not on the same wavelength. It's quite the player to bring into the Baller League, Juan Arango. As you mentioned, played for Venezuela over 120 times. Baranovsky touching it inside. And towards goal it goes. It's a really good save from the goalkeeper. Enough to keep the Super Niños at bay on that occasion. Both goalkeepers very busy today. Matthew Wu Ling. Here's Wallace. In behind for Gutierrez. And towards goal it goes. Up and away. Tellez, the player, unable to find the target. Unable to wriggle through. Wu Ling happy to retreat for now. Wallace. Here's Rincon. Wriggling away. In behind is Rincon. Another good save. Well, both goalkeepers putting on fine displays here today. Rincon was away. In behind. Was unable to score what would have been his second goal in the Baller League, much to the irritation of Jay Balvin. So it's the third corner for the Super Niños. They do have themselves a penalty. And it's, in fairness, only right that Federico Tellez will be the player to take it. Well, there is a challenge here.
Corner.
For the Win have challenged this. The last touch come off of a Super Niños player. Was it Gutierrez who hit the ball last?
Okay. Hold on, wait for the whistle. Let's go. Véngase. We gotta be on this side, guys, oh!
So then the decision is a corner and a penalty, and Federico Tellez, who's come so close on so many occasions, has missed on so many occasions, and on this occasion has missed again. Quite the night for the goalkeepers, and De La Tarja continues the theme. De La Tarja now into Martinez, now Palacios for the win. Juarez away from Rincon. Came close not too long ago. Palacios happy to retreat for now. De La Tarja forward, Martinez chesting it down. Bastidas winning the ball back for the Super Niños. Delataja. Delataja clipping forward, and the offside flag has been raised. Much to the dismay of For the Win, who are desperate to find a way in behind. Get the feeling now they may have to rely on the game changer in the dying embers of the game. Long ball forward now, and Wu Ling brought the ball down, but was unable to control it. It's his goal inside the opening 30 seconds. They gave the Super Niños the lead. Derek Sterling added a second in the second half. Stidas and Teles providing the necessary challenge. Long ball over the top is met in mid-flight by Bastidas. Wu Ling now on the ball. Matthew Wu Ling in behind for Teles. Really good challenge. Palacios keeping the ball alive. The Super Niños look to find a way through. The decision now has gone in favour of For the Win. Palacios is saying he needs a substitution. May have taken one for the team. Well, it was a right old tussle, wasn't it, between Palacios and Teles on the far side. May just be winded a little bit after the contact when he landed. So the ball is played forward, and the effort towards goal is once again easily gathered by the goalkeeper Wallace. Emerson Rivera on the ball now, and Rivera, ex-Club Leon player, unable to execute the effort. Here's Gutierrez. Bastidas. Decision in favour of For the Win. Well, victory getting closer and closer for J Balvin and Kid Super. Rangel and wide. Here's Gutierrez, clever little flick from the Chilean. Suarez, down the line he goes, across the face and into the grasp of the goalkeeper. Get the feeling it'll take something special to beat Thomas Wallace here this evening. Here's Gutierrez. Gutierrez, across the face it goes! Well, the Super Niños wanted the delivery in much sooner than when it came. A big chance to make it 3, which they failed to take. Here's Juarez. Rojas. Long ball forward, and the goalkeeper once again on hand for the Super Niños. Delataja. Diaz nearly got onto the end of it. Now then, For the Win looking to find something. Not on this occasion though, as Baranovsky clears away. Well, the whistle blown because there was a deflection on the clearance after Baranovsky cleared the ball away. It's a Super Niños ball. So then, into the last 10 seconds before the game changer. Long ball forward for the Win. It's Martinez, another piece of really good assertive goalkeeping, but now, time for the game changer.
Stand tall like Everett. We go higher. It's time to go higher.
1-on-1. So now goal to goal, a single player from each team shoots from behind the halfway line. One opposing player defends from their own half, and hands are not permitted, even if you're a goalkeeper. The centre circle, a neutral zone controlled by the player in possession. Each attack has to be completed inside 15 seconds. Now this is a unique twist in this Baller League tale. So far it's been comfortable for the Super Niños for the win. Have had one or two glimpses, but now they will feel as though this a major opening to find a goal or two. So it'll be Ariel Martinez, the first player to step up. Or will it? Juan Arango seems to have taken over responsibility. So it's the turn actually of the Super Niños, and Federico Tellez will be the player to attack. And Ariel Martinez for the win will be in goal. So here's Tellez. Tellez lets fly. Really good piece of the play from Martinez, and Tellez is off his line. Martinez tries to chip, and over the bar it goes. Tellez once again. 10 seconds to play. It's Tellez, and once again Martinez is there. Won't have the chance to chip the opposing player this time, but will go as close as he can. It's Martinez! Good save from Tellez, acting as the goalkeeper. Remember, neither side can use their hands. So now the turn of Sterling, who scored the second goal for Super Niños earlier on. What can he conjure here? Sterling, not too far over. So it's Juan Arango, over 120 appearances for Venezuela, looking to make his mark here. It's Arango, and the goalkeeper saves for now. Back into the neutral zone it goes. Juan Arango, for a moment, thought as though he could play on, not according to the officials. So now the turn of Sterling again. What can Derek Sterling offer from this range? It's Sterling! Really well dealt with. Suarez, the player on defensive duty for the win. Now it's the turn of Juan Arango again, as we mentioned, ex-Monterrey Pachuca player, ex-Mallorca in La Liga, played for Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Bundesliga as well. It's Arango, goalkeeper saves. Into the neutral zone it goes, and he tries to curve the ball around the goalkeeper. Getting the execution he would have wanted to on that occasion. Well, Matthew Wulink has played the role of hero on more than one occasion for the Super Niños. Scored inside 30 seconds today. Can he score another with Martinez acting as the defending player? Not this time. Time nearly up, J. Balvin. Here come for the win. Dario Suarez lets fly. Not what for the win we're looking for. So Martinez will remain as the defending player. It's now the turn of Artem Baranovsky. It's Baranovsky and over. Didn't score too many goals throughout his European career. Just the one goal in the Baller League thus far for the Ukrainian player. And now Arango again, up against Thomas Wallace in goal. It's Juan Arango, just wide of a diving goalkeeper. So then Baranovsky again with the ball at his feet. Can he make it 3 for the Super Niños? Not on this occasion, with 10 seconds to play. Can Martinez score? Martinez! Not on this occasion. Wallace looks to score and gets it all wrong, but it won't matter. Another day, another victory for the Super Niños. And really, they started as they meant to go on inside the opening 30 seconds. Goals for Matthew Werlin and Derek Sterling, enough to see Jay Valving victorious on his managerial debut. Work to do for Archangel.